Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Our audio technicians have finally repaired the audio booth just in time for our final match of the tournament. And there, folks, is our first contender in this matchup, the winner of Bracket A of the Master of the Ring tournament, the creative one himself, Alexander Ertzen. Folks, it is absolutely appropriate, and it is just mind-boggling at the same time that his opponent in this matchup is a man he has been feuding with near constantly since the beginning, really, of this season, and through most of last season as well. DCRediah. These two folks are bound to fight forever, I swear. It's just amazing that both of these competitors managed to fight their way into the finals of this tournament. You can see the confidence they're oozing off of Alexander Ertz, always down for a challenge. Former, multiple-time OGW World Champion, at one point a member of the Shadow Dynasty, breaking off, forming the Kingdom. It is absolutely incredible, folks, what this man has accomplished over his career here in Outlaw Gamer Wrestling. It's just a shame, folks, that well, this is our last broadcast because, well, OGW, we've been losing a lot of money, and, well, the bank man has come to collect. Let's just say that. So, folks, we're going out with a bang here tonight with this 2 out of 3 falls match for the Master of the Ring title. This being said, folks, I should say this. I should absolutely say this. A thank you to every one of you that has tuned into this tournament. Sorry I wasn't there to call play-by-play for every matchup. If only things were different. Well, I wish they were, because I wish I could have called some of those fantastic matchups we saw throughout the entire tournament. And here he comes, the tables champion and one half of the tag team champions, with his partner Izzy in the YouTube Bullet Club. It's DCRediah. And what a just fantastic career this man has had in OGW. Multiple time tag team champion, multiple time tables champion, a war champion I believe at one point, and of course the OGW World Champion as well. He's did it all, folks, here in OGW. And I'm sure here tonight, folks, he's got his eyes set on the main prize of winning the Master of the Ring tournament against his longtime rival, Alexander Ertz. And of course, folks, for this special occasion, we did have a very special championship belt, custom made. There it is, the Master of the Ring Championship. Celebrating 3 fantastic seasons of Outlaw Gamer Wrestling. Competitors are ready, and this, folks, is, of course, as I mentioned, a 2 out of 3 falls matchup, and here we go. Alexander now whipping DC into the corner. Oh, but DC firing back with some elbows right to the head. And a gut-wrench takedown. Now just stomping onto the back of Alexander Ertz, attacking the arm. DCRediah trying to wear down his opponent in a multitude of ways. Oh, big shot straight to the head. Oh, but Alexander Ertz reversing out of it, kick to the back. DCRediah again with some shots right to the elbow, right to the head with the elbow. Oh, big elbow there for Alexander Ertz. And folks, these two had a fantastic tournament. Both of them fighting through much competition. DC now going for the pin. 1. Oh, and Alexander kicking in. He's going to have to do more damage than that. And as I was trying to say, both of these competitors had fantastic matchups in this tournament. DCRediah had such a bloody, brutal knockdown bloodfest with Aussie Legend in the Bracket B finals, and Alexander Arts, of course, had a fantastic match with the Dwarf Knight, who many folks were rooting for in this tournament. Alexander now going for a pin, one, and a kick out from DCRediah. Both of these men folks trying to get that first pin. Oh, big shot right to the head. Oh, DC went for a super kick. Alexander Arts dodged it. DC now onto the ropes, and Alexander's gonna hang him out to dry. Now going after the legs. And Alexander now again. Oh, stomped right to the midsection. Risking a DQ there if he went any lower than that. What am I saying? DQ? There are no disqualifications in this matchup, folks. As with the rest of the tournament, this has been no rules. I do believe they can only be pinned in the ring in this matchup, though. And now Alexander Arts taking DCRediah to the top rope. Going for some vintage Alexander Arts here. He's got him hooked. Superplex, and he rolls through. And he connects with the Falcon's Arrow. Now picking up DCRediah once again. Kick to the gut. And Alexander Arts hitting the ropes. And there's the creative differences. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and DCRediah getting a shoulder up at the count of 2. Alexander Arts cannot believe it. He thought he had it there, folks, with the creative differences. Oh, and now a kick right to the back. Now Alexander stepping outside of the ring. Begging DCRediah to get back to his feet. And a slingshot. Oh, went for a slingshot cross body, but DCRediah just knocked him out of the way. And now DCRediah throwing Alexander into the corner. Oh, but Alexander with a big boot. Shot right to the face, and another one. And a third. And a flip over face buster. And now Alexander Arts just taunting this crowd, folks, and they are having none of it here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where this entire tournament has been taking place. I have to say, folks, thank you to the city of Edmonton for being warm, welcoming guests, or welcoming us with warm hearts. As we were pretty low on money and they agreed to do this whole thing. Alright, and a DDT there from Alexander Arts. Shot again right to the back. And Alexander now with a knee right to the face. Now going in for the pin. 1. Ooh, and DCRediah kicking out after 1. Alexander now picking him back up again. And Alexander going for the powerbomb into a bridge. 1, 2, and rolling him over into the Boston Crab. Will DCRediah tap out here, folks? No, he's gonna fight out of it. Oh, but he looks hurt, folks. Alexander back up to his feet. Rolling DCRediah over for a pin. 1, 2, 3, and Alexander Arts getting the first pin, folks. He is up 1-0 in this matchup. One more pinfall, and Alexander Arts will win it all. Oh, slamming DCRediah into the corner. DCRediah caught the foot. Alexander tries pushing him away, but DCRediah fighting back, super kick, and that drops Alexander like a sack of potatoes. 1, 2, and Alexander Arts kicking out once again, and DCRediah cannot believe it, folks. And now DC waiting for Alexander, folks, to get back to his feet. And DCRediah with a YouTube pile driver into the pin. Referee slowly walking around. 1, 2, and DCRediah, folks, or I should say Alexander, kicking out. I'm a bit rusty, forgive me, I haven't called a match in a little while. And Alexander back off the big clothesline, and another one. Ducking underneath, and a super kick. Now picking Alexander back up again. Oh, and another big super kick. And a rollover. What strength here from DCRediah. Oh, and a big neck breaker to Alexander Ertz. And now going after the elbow. Take him back up again. And now DCRediah with Alexander up on his shoulders. Shots fired. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bang. 1, 2, 3, and we're all tied up over here, folks. It's all even now. One more pin, and this match will be decided. The winner of this tournament. Who will be the final person to stand tall here at the end of Season 3 of OGW? Will DCRediah add another title to his collection to take home with him? Or will Alexander Ertz get the championship here tonight? Oh, and DCRediah blocked it. Of course, folks, a shout out to the other people with championships who were eliminated earlier in this tournament. Izzy, of course, the other half of the tag team champions. The War champion, who I cannot remember right now. DCRediah going in for a pin here. 1, 2, oh, and Alexander kicking out after 1. And of course our OGW World Champion, who was eliminated in the very first round, Lance Latham. Oh, and DCRediah now with another shot and going for that devastating pile driver. It could be all over right here, folks. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, Alexander kicking out yet again. DCRediah arguing with the ref. Now DC going up to the top rope. Talking to the fans there a little bit. Now diving off. Oh, big elbow shot. Picking Alexander Ertz back up again. And Alexander with a jawbreaker. And Alexander now with DCRediah up on his shoulders. Oh my God, what a neck breaker there from Alexander Ertz. And now waiting for DCRediah, folks, to get back to his feet. Shot to the gut. He hits the ropes. Creative differences. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Your winner and the master of the ring, Alexander Ertz. Congratulations to Ertz for winning this massive season-ending tournament. And folks, I thank you once again from my bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching OGW. It's been a wild ride, and maybe I'll see you once again in the future. I don't know what that was, but I will see you once again in the future, hopefully. Thank you for watching, and for one last time, good fight and good night.